Hi Aries, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity, be it in your love lives or your career, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Happy birthday, Aries. Another year all about you. We're starting March with a lot of activity, a lot of chaos, and a lot of it is internal chaos. It could be that you are stationary, you could be working in the same place that you have been working forever. But Uranus, that has been there in your part of your chart, which is all about yourself, your dreams, your desires. This has been causing a bit of a turmoil since quite some time. And as we open up the month, we have Venus that is going retrograde. Now, Uranus in your first sign is in opposition to Jupiter that is there in your house of relationships and house of marriage. And there could be this sense of wanting freedom, wanting not just, it's not about wanting to do things your way, it's wanting to. I think for a lot of you, there has been a deep-seated need for following your heart's desire. And if you have found relationships in the recent years being very conflicting or very constricting, this is a time where you would want to sort of break free for any kind of from any kind of a constriction, any kind of anything that sort of binds you down, anything that doesn't feel really good inside. And be it a partnership, it can be that you have been in a partnership with somebody, maybe with a friend, and you've been working, and this is a time where you realize that compromise just becomes a very, very ugly word for you when you're willing to sort of throw it up and you're willing to explore something which has not been tested before, explore something maybe, which your heart wants. For some of you, it may not be that you will just sort of break away a relationship and walk off, though in some extreme cases that could be as well, wherein the relationship has really been very confining, very constricting, or even it could have been just been dead for years, and this is a time where you will say I can't deal with this and I have to sort of leave it. But for some of you, it can sort of bring about this need to work more and try and figure out whether there is a way, whether there is some kind of a normalcy, some kind of maybe not just two people coming together and making some sense of it, but it can also be that where it is that intrinsically you can meet your partner, where it is that you can agree. So during this entire, with the tug between Uranus and Jupiter, and we have Venus that is going retrograde around the same time in the first week of March as well, and it carries on being so till about 15th of April. And this retrograde is happening in your specific, it's happening in Aries. So all of this can bring about a lot of introspection. It can bring about a need for change. It can, bring up really things on the surface, things that you have not been happy with, things that you have just sort of been, okay, one day at a time, and you carry on moving on with life. And this is a time where you will sort of get up and, want to take things in either or direction. In the first week itself, we have your ruling planet Mars that is going to be moving into your house of earned income, and this is also a house of self-worth. And there's going to be this sense of wanting not just to earn more money, but it's going to be kind of an urgency that's going to be inside you, Aries. Maybe that restlessness of what is it more that I want out of life, how it is more that I can earn money, what is it that really gives me happiness. And this urgency, it's not just going to be a very laid back introspective feeling, it's going to be you wanting to go out and take action and do something about it. So I think it's a wonderful energy because it will sort of give you the fuel to propel yourself forward. It will push you in a direction which will make you do something about it, change the situation, meet more people, maybe change the way that you've been working, maybe look for different business opportunities, business partnerships at this point of time. And also, because self-worth is over here, which is also being highlighted, it can also be that there can be almost a kind of a reprimand that you could be giving to yourself, that am I not worth it? I mean, can't I even do this? Or why it is that I'm just sitting and I'm not doing much about it? So there is going to be a sense of, besides self-evaluation and introspection, there's going to be a sense of wanting to take action as well. On the 12th, we have a full moon that is there in your house of work and your house of health. And this is the time where you can just be crushing off a cigarette in great disgust and saying that, okay, this is it. I'm not going to be smoking anymore and I'm taking my health in charge. Or even as far as your work is concerned, in your day-to-day chores, and there's just going to be this need to sort of bring about a change, take things in control. For some of you who could be sort of involved in work which involves behind the scenes, or it's a house of, because this house is also of charity, it's a house of service, you could find yourself being quietly sort of chipping away and making a contribution, doing your best, doing your your bit over there. It's a good space as well to connect with yourself, because it's also the house of spirituality. It's a house of higher mind and consciousness. So you could be connecting with yourself. You could just sort of be going inside, and you could just be doing things that bring you a lot of peace from inside. We have Mercury that is moving into your own house, and this is happening around the mid-month of March. And a lot of focus, you're going to be quite keen about discussing your ideas and negotiating. It's a great time mid-month onwards to be meeting, networking with people. If there's some great idea that you have, a great business proposition, by all means go ahead and pitch for it. Look for like-minded partners, maybe groups of people, maybe ideas that you can share, things that you can do about it. And it's a time where you're going to be you're going to be very quick with solutions. So use this time, starting mid-March, maybe things that you have been struggling with for the longest, that you're having some brainstorming session with people, getting more ideas, getting more solutions. On the 21st, we have Sun that is coming into your own house. It's birthday time, Aries. And on the 28th, we also have a spectacular new moon. And this is a time that's the last week of March, and it's a great time to be starting something new, Aries. If there's, whether it's a new job, it's a new life, it's a new relationship, it's a wonderful time to be looking at having a fresher perspective, looking at things that didn't work earlier, and trying them out again. It's a great time to be looking at newer business partnerships, business opportunities that may be there. And it's all of this, of course, you're going to be quite consumed with yourself, what it is that you want. And it's quite alright to be a little self-centered once in a while. So don't sort of feel too guilty that, oh God, I'm just thinking about myself. But I think this entire month is a lot about getting clarity. And Uranus, of course, is in your sign. So all this restlessness is going to make you take action, and try not to be too impulsive, and try not to take risky sort of steps. So just ensure that just out of impulse you don't do something, or out of rashness you just sort of jump the gun. So just take care over there. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Aries. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.